It's dangerous to run around here, boys.
Grandpa, hurry! Hurry up!
Grandpa, you're too slow. And that's the intro to Deadly Premonition. I don't really want to load this game, I want to start a new one, but that wasn't an option. See? Now, this game's a bit strange in many ways. You're only allowed one save file at a time, which is a bit, again, strange, especially for a modern console game. But yeah, for the most part, I will only be speaking during the gameplay parts, and I'll mainly be talking about my own affinity for this game. There was DLC for the director's cut, and again, it's slightly odd in that there was a few suits you can download, but you can only pick one at a time. And honestly, they sort of break the game a little. Where this one, I forget. And the rest are pretty self-explanatory, especially that one. I'll select that one, that seems like a... They're all pretty gaudy suits, apart from that one. That looks alright. But I'll mess with them more later. We're starting a new game. So yep, we're allowed one save game at a time. I think it's time for me to shut up again.
I want to hear another story.
Yes, of course. You've been waiting a long time for this, so how about a special one? This story is very strange and very nasty, but somewhat nostalgic. Do you think you can be a good girl and listen all the way to the end?
Is it a scary story?
It might be, but it's also a very important story. If you don't want to hear it, I can tell you a different story.
No, I want to hear it. This way, I won't be scared.
Will you turn on the TV then? Leave the sound down like always. Now, listen. This is important. At times, we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love.
So yeah, that opening scene with the old man wasn't in the original game. So in the original game, you were immediately thrown into this room. It's a bit odd, but yep. Look around with the right stick, move to the left, and if we press L2 we can sprint. All that, but the angels are making a lot of noise. So let's hear what they have to say.
Could you wait just a little longer?
This won't take long.
Yeah, they're a bit creepy. So we can look around this room while we wait. And here we get our first collectible. It's a trading card, and I think there's 65 in the game. So we've got ourselves. We are Francis Jordan Morgan. Thank you. So there's a ton. You see these red sparklies? It means you can do something with it. In this case, we can look at the TVs. There's nothing. Look at this clock. If you look closely at the clock, you can see that the hands are going backwards. Could that mean something? Who knows? If you press L1, you can look closely and... It's a bit strange. Wonder if that could mean anything.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It will start soon.
It's about time to get started.
Zach. Zach, can you hear me? It's me, York. If you can hear my voice, could you respond? Good. I thought you went to sleep. Zach, don't be surprised. The crime took place out in the country this time. Let's take it slow. Okay, Zach? Sure, that's one way of looking at it, but it's totally wrong. Listen, they both need each other. It's called interdependency, and they both know it. Yeah, I know. He does terrible things to Tom. Nasty, even sadistic things. But that's fine, as long as that's what Tom wants. Think of it. His actions. He's always asking for it. It's his partner's job to fulfill that need, and Jerry knows that. Proof? Well, in the Tom and Jerry show, they live with each other. Hello? Hello? Zach, I can't believe the Bureau still can't get me a satellite phone. These puppies are making me go to another town in the boondocks again. Well, I'll be a happy camper, even if it ends up being a waste of time. At the very least, it'll get me out of the cramped city for a while. Right, Zach? The perpetrator from the last case really was something. Who'd have thought there'd be razors laced into her nails. Crazy. Just crazy. Well, at least I now have a scar to show off. See this? I got this when I arrested the Catwoman wannabe. Women. They're crazy. Don't you agree, Zach? Zach, there goes the civilized world.
Don't smoke and drive, kids. Though he seems rather nonplussed for having just crashed his car. Saving. There we go. I have a flashlight, which makes things marginally brighter, I guess. So, yeah. Rest in peace, car. So these medals are Agent Honor. They give us money. Red ones worth 30, you got blue ones which are worth 5. Weapons come in 2 types, melee and gun. Melee weapons run out after a while. They tend to break. Press up and down on your D-pad to select your weapon. Generally speaking, melee weapons are more powerful than your guns, but like I say, they are not very durable. Your handgun, however, has unlimited ammo. Break these fences. And sometimes they'll reveal useful items, such as the first aid kit, which heals you. Obviously. You got your toolbox, just like Resident Evil. You can only carry a certain amount of items with you at one time. All other items can go to the toolbox. Ideally you want to use melee weapons for the defenses, but since it's still early in the game, I don't have any good melee weapons, at least not any ones that are very durable. I'd rather not.
Looks like we're being welcomed. Zach, I'll let you handle the meet and greet.
We always get money for certain events. So this game is called Deadly Premonition, and this guy is a profiler. Using almost psychic abilities in order to solve crimes, I guess. Oh. And, of course, this game has explosive barrels. So at the moment it's setting itself up to be a survival horror. There's that customary dog growling sounds that most horror games seem to like using. Oh. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! What's happened to the dog? No! Oh. No! Huh? Well, that's not nice. But yeah, I would say about half this game is survival horror. We'll see what the other half of the game is later. She seems like a friendly sort. Let's go see her once we blow up these barrels. If we can. There we go. The handgun doesn't have the greatest of ranges. So we'll just take these pickles. Sorry, the pickles. Now where is that lady? There's no one here. Can we turn on this generator? He got a mysterious shadow. Now we need to shoot it in the face. Trying. Well, that was creepy. I do love this front plays here. You hear it quite a few times. But there's another one. He's hard to lock on, but you want to try and shoot it in the head. If you can. And the reason you want to do that... I wasn't able to. You get a money bonus for every headshot. Or any enemy you headshot. they don't stack up if you keep hitting an enemy in the head many times. So yeah, you'll see these red vines quite a lot, and they will just stop you from not progressing, but they keep you on the right track, basically. So we map there. Absorb it. Ren ale. So yeah, like you see there, we also get some money for observing certain things. Not all the things though. So yeah, I would keep an eye out on these pictures about flash up on the screen.
I've been through a lot of crazy situations, but that one takes the cake. It's the first time I've been attacked so directly. Zach, can you give me a logical explanation about what that was? Never mind, don't answer. Life is fun because of the mysteries. Right, Zach?
Right. So yeah, so we'll see the 3 keys in the lower left-hand side of the screen. The more those you collect, the more images become clear in the profiling. You'll be seeing the profiling quite a lot in this game. In this case, it's simply acts as foreshadowing for what's going to come up. Phones are save points, quite logically. They act as you phoning up the FBI being like, yo, this is what I've been doing so far. And if you do it at least once a day, you get a bonus. Extra for daily reporter. And here is something I wish existed in real life. Not just the lollipop, but if you walk away, more lollipops. This is an infinite amount of lollipops. You will never run out of lollipops here. You can take all the lollipops you can carry. I'm just gonna take 4 because I'm not greedy. So yes, in this game you can get hungry, as seen in this screen here. Knife and fork is your hunger. The moose head with the zzz is your tiredness meter. You'll be seeing this menu quite a lot. I think, yes, especially the item. But for now, we'll move on. So yeah, we can now no longer return to where we were. Well, we don't need to. We've got everything we need to get. And even if we do miss anything, oh, Swift battles kill people. Who would have thought? Even if we miss something, you can replay these areas. And it is actually worth your while doing so, if you're going to. 100%. And we can go one of 2 ways here. I think it's this way we need to go first. Oh, almost didn't see that on there. See the enemies will drop stuff. Mostly weapons, but they can also drop like first aid kits and whatnot. The combat in this game isn't particularly hard. Though there are times later on in the game where the combat's more bleh than hard. But we'll come to that when we come to that. So yeah, the mission knife is garbage, so I'm just gonna use that. Here behind, below mission, the weapon is its stamina. Mission knife sucks because it has low range. Steel pipe in the hand is fantastic for this part of the game. These black lobby areas are enemy spawn points. Once you kill all the enemies, they disappear. You can get ones that don't disappear ever, which are decent for like farming money, which isn't really necessary, especially if you have the DLC suits, which give you 3 times the money. So yeah, still fight at this point in the game is defeating these enemies in one shot. Also a lot better at clearing out fences and crates with the gun. But like I say, anytime you use it, some of its durability will go away. You can also throw out items. So if you particularly don't like one, boom. So yeah, melee weapons tend to be a lot. General rule is melee weapons are usually better than ranged weapons. Got stabilizers there. I'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, we'll just go into this hut. There's 2 blocks, we don't need to use that, and oh. Yeah, I think you did have quite a grudge against this one. Well, that is our second clue. Time to start profiling. So yeah, there's small puzzles to solve here and there, but again, they're fairly similar to Resident Evil puzzles. Just pick something up in one place, place it down somewhere else. They don't normally get much more complicated than that, but there's a few variations. Sometimes when you break a fence or a barrel, it will give you some money. You can also shoot lots. Let's see if we can get a headshot now. Oh, yeah. York will comment on. You'll say something like, nice shot, if you get a headshot. And then the game will give you money. It might be too faint for you guys to hear, but there's a shadow out there. So we need to be here. Yep. Shadows aren't dangerous, as long as they keep their distance. But they have a few tricks up their sleeve to get closer to you, I guess. And this guy's just not interested in me at all. There's a wee like piano thing that will play whenever an enemy starts to notice you. Sorry, I was just checking my phone. So you can sprint, but it takes up your. Uses some stamina, which you're honestly in no danger of ever really running out of. There we go. So yeah, the issue with the auto lock is that it will never auto lock to the head, but it's good to at least get a bearings on where your enemy is. Oh yeah, there's the red vines again. Some shadows do have weapons. This one has a pitchfork. Like, they're not really scary anymore, but when I first played this, they were quite unsettling. The shadows were quite unsettling. They have really like freaky voices. When they're saying stuff like, I don't want to die. It's, you almost feel sorry for them. And then you remember that you have to die. But yeah, I think this is an example of an infinite spawning point. Doesn't matter how many enemies you kill. Oh crap. The puddle of darkness doesn't go away. Water there. Yeah, the main attack is pretty sneaky looking, and I don't really want to have to go through it, but they can catch you by surprise, like that guy almost did. Sadly, I kind of knew he was coming. Oh no. bullets for a gun we don't have yet. Aye. So yeah, the combat in this game isn't particularly good. But I'll talk more about that later when I've got a bit more time to kill. That was odd. You'll pop up every now and then, and you have to do some sort of quick time event in order to evade or dodge him. We'll find out who they are soon. There's our last clue. So now all the profiling images are now available to us. And you can skip the other ones, but you can't skip this one.
There's definitely something in this town. Do you feel it, Zach? My coffee warned me about it. Yesterday morning, the milk I poured in my coffee made a sign. It said, "Tomorrow you'll arrive in a place that will change your fate."
And so now we're out of there, and suddenly things are a bit more normal. See that map there? So this is the other half of the game I was talking about earlier, where the game turns into a open world sort of thing. So we have got the time there. It's currently 1 minute past 6 in the morning. We'd already reported them, to them, sorry. So we don't get any money for that. So we don't have a car. So our only option is to walk to the goal. Get listen to that lovely squishy sound of the wet road. Oh, did I miss that? So yeah, top left corner you can see top bar is your health, the bottom bar is your stamina. Both bars are incredibly generous. And that's not really a bad thing. This game's more about the experience than the challenge anyway.
Now you were very late. I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
FBI Special Agent, Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Agent York?
Good, that's good. Are you the sheriff?
No, I'm Deputy Sheriff Emily Wyatt. George, he's the sheriff. He went looking for you, actually. He should be back soon.
I see.
If you don't mind me asking, did you walk all the way here?
My car broke down, that's all.
She's easy on the eyes. Definitely worth a trip to the primitive world. By the way, don't mention anything about what happened back there. She'll think you're a psycho. Don't want that, do we, Zach?
Welcome to Greenvale. I'm the sheriff, George Woodman. Call me George.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Could you tell me why the FBI is so interested in a small-town homicide?
Let's just say it's a personal interest in killers of young women. I'm always looking for new sample cases to help me with my profiling.
Both our superiors have cleared this with each other. You can remain in command. You don't have a problem with this, do you?
No. No problem. Just want to set things straight. Our small town has its share of problems. I'm the one fixing them one by one and maintaining peace and order. You can have your profiling sample, but I need you to understand that.
Of course. Of course. By the way, George, I had a little accident with my car. Could you send someone to take care of it? Oh, and my clothes and luggage are still inside.
All right. Don't worry. I'll get my assistant Thomas to take care of it. Do you need anything else?
Thanks. That'll be all. Well then, I think I'll rest up first at the hotel. Then I'll join you on your investigation.
Don't know how to say that. We really don't need your help. Unlike some of your corrupt city police officers, I play it by the book. I hope you'll come to appreciate that, Agent Morgan. And we'll handle the investigation. You just think of this as a vacation. Take it easy. Enjoy the nature here. You don't have to be a tree worshiper to appreciate the wildlife here.
Zach, let's reassess the situation. There are no cavemen here. We're as far forward as the Middle Ages. And we've just met the king.
So yeah, we see the screen after every act completed. I'm hoping that total number continues, stays 0. But there's a few cases in the game where deaths come pretty cheaply. So yeah, the basic wage on paid salary is all the agent honor and other bonuses you get. You get that at the end of the act, I think. Don't know if it goes straight into your account yet. And you get a reward salary after each act. Money will be very important, as you will see in the near future.